I numbed myself for what I had to say next. I'm sorry, but we don't have any more presidential suites available right now due to the renovation. He started yelling at me, but I didn't even hear him. There was something standing outside the window across the lobby that spyhorned my attention and scared the life out of me. It looked like a tall body shape of a man, so tall that its head was cut off by the top of the window, and it was a deep red, like the color of a raw muscle tissue stripped from its flesh. The air buzzed like static, and I felt the hairs on my forearm bend over backwards. I involuntarily lifted my head, and my mouth slowly parted. At first, the thing was still. Then it moved, walking the length of the floor to ceiling window until it disappeared behind the wall. I made a mental note of the time. I saw it 5:20 p.m. Mr. Jaworski snapped out at me. I'm a Diamond member. You don't even want to know who I am. You're gonna lose your job, he pointed at me. And you're gonna lose your job, he pointed at a bewildered Kat who'd done nothing. You can leave any feedback you like on your email survey you receive after your stay, I told him, collecting myself after whatever the hell I had just seen outside. Denetted the reaction he wanted. He finally turned back around and left, for real. Thanks, said Kat. I haven't dealt with a guy like that mad before. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna lose our jobs. It's the third time someone has threatened me like that. You don't think he knows people higher up? She asked. Doubt it. I paused, debating whether or not to ask her about what I saw. Hey, Kat, did you happen to look out the front window while he was yelling at us? No? Why? Part of me was glad she hadn't. No reason. Just thought I saw something. I took out my phone. One more thing. You don't happen to know what this symbol is, do you? I showed her the pic I took of the rose petals on the bed. She giggled. You actually made that? Yeah? She looked closer. I pulled up the reference image from the email. Kat thought about it. It looks like some kind of demonic. You think so? I was still dwelling on the tall figure from the window, even though I was settling into the idea I imagined. You should ask Nell. He's into things like that. He's a flat earther, not a paganer, he said. Noel is the front desk agent. He believed some weird stuff, so I could certainly ask him. But he had the day off, and the next day off, so I couldn't see him right away. I stared for the front door to the office. Emma's back there, said Kat. What does she want? I don't know, but she's looking for you. Fuck. I put my head down and walked through the doors. Amisha, hey, I said, sound upbeat, lifting my head and putting on a cordial expression. Sitting in my chair was Amisha Patney, our 4'11" resort operation director, clad in her latest suit pants from the White House Black Market. She was my director boss, reporting only to our GM, who was to lead them around during the renovation. I'm about to make a coffee run, she started in her surprisingly deep voice. Do you want anything? I'm actually a huge caffeine addicted, but I didn't want her to think I owe her any favors. Thanks, but no, I'm fine for right now. I walked past her, pretending to look at the whiteboard where we were supposed to put our event information for the day. Maybe if I stood there long enough, she'd leave. Oh, pray, sit down for a minute. Shit. Here, have your chair back. Amnesia stood up and swirled it around me. I sat down, meaning I was now forced to look up at her. Why is there someone blocked into the presidential 4180? She asked. Is this about the black case? She ignored my question. It's due to it being closed. It hasn't been renewed. Kilday is a diamond member. I thought since he booked it months ago and we're remodeling the suits last. It's fine. We take care of our elites here. I'm not mad. She just stood there staring at me, not blinking. Then she suddenly smiled without any notice, wrinkles around her eyes. Oh, since we're both here, I wanted to discuss the staff schedule with you. I already knew where this was going. What about it? I asked anyways. I don't want you scheduling the front desk agent 5 days a week right now. We can still recover the desk with one agent per shift if we give them all 3 days, and Kat is the lowest in seniority. Give her 2.